Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Electrical network analysis, and today our topic is RC transient, and we have two phases for the RC transient. The one is the charge phase and the other is the discharge phase. So let's start with the charge phase. Here is a series RC circuit having R and C, and a switch is placed in series with these RC elements. So as we close the switch, so the the circuit would be a closed circuit. Then the current will flowing through starts to flow through that circuit, and the charges will be deposited one by one on that capacitor. And this process is not at once, it is a gradual process, and as the charges are appearing over this capacitor, so a voltage would be appeared across the capacitor, which we call as VC, voltage developed across the capacitor. So uh, the 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 process of storing the charge continues till the voltage across the capacitors reaches the voltage of that source. Means if VC is equal to E, then there will be no potential difference between these two. So the no current will be appears, and we can say that the transfer of electron ceases. Okay, so the the time or the period in which charge is being deposited on the plate is called the transient period. Okay, so we have Q is equal to CV. These are the charges flowing through this circuit and deposited over here. Okay, so and this process continues till Q is equal to CE. We will as we get Q is equal to CE, means voltage is equal to the voltage of that source. Okay, then we will the storage will be ceases, and we can say that the capacitor is now fully charged. Okay, as we can see that this charging phase, uh, the charging is very rapid at the start, and it is then slow down later on. But as we get V across the capacitor equal to E, the source voltage, then uh, there will be no current flowing and no further voltage will be developed across the capacitor. So this period is called the transient period. Okay, and as in this transient period storage is performed, so we can say that it is a storage phase of the transient period. Okay, and it will start as the switch is closed. A switch is closed means T is equal to 0, and as we can see that this process is the storing, or the curve is exponentially rising. Okay, so the equation will be e raised to the power minus x. Okay, and e raised to the power here x is equal to t, so it means e raised to the power minus t. At start t is equal to 0, so e raised to the power 0 means 1. Here they show that the different curves for e raised to the power minus x and 1 minus e raised to the power minus x, and these curves reveal that e raised to the power minus x and 1 minus e raised to the power minus x are the reciprocal of each other. Okay, so let's suppose this is the curve for e raised to the power minus x, means the decay. So then 1 minus e raised to the power x will be the exponentially rising curve. Okay, and at some time these two are coincide each other. okay, and here is that point. So as it is closing to 1/3, it will be rise to 2/3. Okay, so here is the curve for e to the power minus x, and this is the equation graph for 1 minus e to the power minus x. You can draw it by uh, using a table for x and y. Okay, putting different values for x, this is the independent quantity, you will get the corresponding y values for both of this y and this y. Then later on draw these values manually or by using some uh, graph simulator, that is MATLAB or Excel sheet. You will get e raised to the power 1 minus e to the power minus x like that, and e raised to the power minus x like that. Okay, it starts from 0 and end till 1, and on the other hand it starts by 1 and end till 0. As we can see that this whole process completes at 5 ta. Ta is actually the time, and in RC circuit it depends upon these two elements R and C, resistance and capacitance of the circuit. So if it is, if the product of these two is for example 10, so 5 ta means 5 ta means 5 into 10, which is equal to 50. Okay, and the unit for ta is actually the second time. Okay, so it takes 50 seconds for this particular example to completely charged or completely discharged. Okay, okay, you can easily find e raised to the power minus x values for different values of x. So here is a demo. Let's suppose x is equal to 0, so it means e raised to the power minus x will be equal to e raised to the power 0, which is equal to 1. Now you can do it by using the calculator. So putting x is equal to 1, e raised to the power minus 1, you will get this. For x is equal to 2, you will get e raised to the power minus 2. Using the calculator directly, you will get this. Okay, similarly for x is equal to 100, e raised to the power minus 100, we will get this using the calculator. Okay, now vc is equal to e bracket 1 minus e raised to the power minus t by ta. This is actually the mathematical expression for the voltage applied across the capacitor in charging phase. Okay, so you can find the charging voltage, the voltage applied across the capacitor in the charging phase. E is the source voltage, and t is the time at instantaneous time in which you can find the voltage drop across the capacitor, and ta is the time constant, which is equal to RC. Okay, and this time constant actually defines the rate of charging or discharging, that how speedily it charge or how speedily it discharges. So if that 5 ta is for example 50 seconds, so it means it will completely charge or discharge in 50 seconds. And if 5 ta is equal to for example 20 seconds, so it means now the rate is faster and it will charge quickly in 20 seconds or discharge in the same time period, that is 20 seconds. Okay, so we can say that RC actually defines the rate of charging or discharging, the speed of charging and discharging, that how speedily it will charge or discharge. But the value for complete charge and discharge is 5 ta. Okay, and it has been experimentally proved that 5 ta is the time required to completely charge or completely discharge the capacitor. Okay, so here is the expression for the voltage across the capacitor in the charging phase. as I have told you that tau is equal to RC, so and that the unit of the tau is second. How? uh, Replacing R according to the Ohm law, R is equal to V by I, and C is equal to Q is equal to CV. So C is equal to Q divided by V. V is cancel out with this V. Okay, now I is equal to Q by T. So the Q will cancel out with this Q. We will left with T, and the unit of T is second. By using this expression, you can find the voltage appear across the capacitor at any time. Means if you want to know that how much um voltage is appeared across the capacitor at t is equal to 3 tau. So putting 3 tau over here, so tau will be cancelled out with tau, and you are left with 1 minus e raised to power minus t. Okay, so this is the general equation. E raised to power minus t by tau, t is equal to 0. So putting t is equal to 0, we will get 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1, putting this 1 over here, we will get Vc is equal to 0 volt. So at t is equal to 0, the voltage appeared across the capacitor will be equal to 0. How? Putting t is equal to 0 over here, so we will get e raised to the power 0, which is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 0 multiplied by e, 0. So Vc will be equal to 0 for t is equal to 0 second. Means when the switch is just closed, mean t is equal to 0, no charges, no voltage is appeared across the capacitor, which will be equal to 0 at t is equal to 0 second. Now if you are interested to know that how much voltage will be appeared across the capacitor at t is equal to 1 tau, t is equal to 1 tau, for example. So replacing t is equal to 1 tau over here, we will get e raised to power minus tau by tau. Tau will be cancelled out, we will get this. Now putting these values over here, we will get 1 minus 0.368, which is equal to this. Okay, so 0.632 times the voltage is appeared, you can see from here 0.632. At 1 tau, 63.2% voltage is appeared across the capacitor, which is very rapid. In just 1 tau, we have 0.6 means 63.2% of the total voltage, and in the remaining 4 taus we are just reaching the remaining how much, 100 minus 63. Okay, so means at start the process of charging is very rapid, and later on it is slow down. Okay, now if you want to know that how much voltage is appeared across the capacitor at t is equal to 2 tau, so replacing t is equal to 2 tau over here, tau will be cancelled out, e raised to power minus 2. From calculator we will get 0.135. Replacing 0.35 over here, we will get 1 minus 0.135, 0.865 of e, means 86.5% of the e will be appeared across this. Very rapid. At 1 tau it is 63%, at 2 tau it is 86%, so very rapid. Now at t is equal to 5 tau, tau will be cancelled out, we will left with e raised to power minus 5, means 0.007. Now 1 minus 0.007 is 0.99, which is approximately equal to e. So what does it mean? It means at t is equal to 5 tau, the capacitor is fully charged, means we reach the voltage of source across the Vc. Now Vc have the same voltage as E. This Vc is equal to E now at how much? T is equal to 5 tau. So that is why I am talking. I have already taught to you people that the time required to completely charge the capacitor or completely discharge the capacitor is equal to 5 tau. and it in second it varies, means 50, if you want to know the exact value, or 50 second, 20 seconds, so it depend upon the tau value. For different circuits we have the different tau values, but 5 tau is the universal time constant for all the circuits to completely charge or discharge. It means for any circuit, if the tau value is greater, then it will take more time to charge, completely charge or completely discharge the capacitor. Okay, now the case of the current, the current through the capacitor will be equal to I is equal to E by R, e raised to power minus t by tau. Okay, so here is the graph. At start we are I is equal to V by R. Now at t is equal to 0 we have the maximum current, and as soon as we are reaching to the 5 tau, the current is reduces to 0. At start the current is maximum, that is because we have the maximum potential difference. Look at the circuit. This is actually, for example, the E, and here is the capacitor C. Okay, so at start VC is equal to 0, so it means the potential difference between this E and VC is maximum, that is E. As soon as the voltage is appearing across the capacitor, so the potential difference is reducing. Okay, the potential difference is reducing. As soon as the voltage is appearing, that the potential difference is reducing, so current will be maximum if we have the maximum potential difference, if we have the maximum potential difference. And if we have no potential difference, means E is equal to here is E, this is VC, VC is equal to E, means no potential difference, so there will be no current at all, because there is now no more the potential difference. So at start the potential difference is maximum, so the current is maximum. As soon as the voltage is appearing, here is the graph for okay, this is the graph for the okay, now this is the graph for the VC. Okay, at start we have 0 voltage across the capacitor, so the potential difference is maximum, so the current is maximum. As soon as the voltage is appearing across the capacitor, similarly the difference, the potential difference is going to reduce, so the current is going to reduce at that time. And as we have the maximum voltage, VC is equal to 0, sorry, VC is equal to E, then it means that we have no potential difference. No potential difference means no current, 0 current. If you want to know the current at different times, let's suppose at time t is equal to 0, so putting t is equal to 0 over here, we will get e raised to the power 0, which is 1, means I is equal to E by R, maximum current. At t is equal to 0 we will have IC is equal to E by R. And now at t is equal to 1 tau, the current is reduced to 0.36 very rapidly, as the charging of the voltage is very fast, rapid, so as the discharge or reducing of current is also very rapid. At 1 tau, that is, it is reduced to 36.8%, which was 100% at t is equal to 0. So now if you want to know at the current at t is equal to 5 tau, so replacing 5 tau we will get 0.067, which is almost equal to 0. Okay, now we have the example. Okay, now a capacitor can be replaced by open circuit equivalent once the charging phase in a DC has passed. Okay, as it is completely charged, So it is then replaced by the open circuit, because after the completely charging of the capacitor, no current will be flowing through that capacitor. It means the no current flow is the indication of opening the circuit, because the current is equal to 0, and in open circuit we have the maximum voltage, so Vc is equal to E, which is maximum. Okay, so this is actually the demonstration of the capacitor after it is being fully charged, means replaced by the open circuit. And as no current, so uh, no voltage will be dropped through the capacitor, through the resistor, sorry. Now the case of the resistor, VR according to Ohm law, IR, current flowing through the resistor R, which is equal to IC, because we have these are in series, so IR is equal to IC, which is equal to I total as well. ICR, replacing the I value E by R from here, E by R is for minus T by tau. So uh, R will be cancelled out, so the voltage drop across the capacitor will be equal to E raised power minus T beta. Okay, so the curve for the capacitor for the voltage drop across the resistor will be just like that. Sorry, at start at t is equal to 0, we have VR is equal to E, because according to the KVL, E is equal to voltage drop across the capacitor and voltage drop across the inductor. So as we can see that at t is equal to 0, means as this switch is just closed, so Vc is equal to 0, because at that time we have no voltage developed across, because no charges has been flown through the capacitor. So we have Vc is equal to 0. Now Vr is equal to E, completely equal to 0. As soon as the voltage is appearing across the capacitor, so Vr will be reducing, and as Vc is reaches to E according to the KVL, as the Vc reaches to E, so what would happen? As it is equal to E, then it means VR will be equal to 0, because at that time no current will be flowing through the resistor, and it is also verified by the KVL. Okay, this is actually the curve for VR against the T. At start we have at T is equal to 0 maximum current, so the maximum voltage will be drop across the resistor as soon as the current is reducing. So according to the Ohm law, V is equal to IR, as the R is fixed, so the voltage drop across the resistor is completely depend upon the current flowing through the resistor. So as soon as the current, with the passage of time, the current is reducing, so the voltage drop across the resistor will also be reducing. At t is equal to 5 tau, it will be completely equal to 0. Okay, that is all for the moment, and we will discuss the numerical of charging and discharge phase of the RC circuit in the next lecture. Thank you.